guys, DFXL here with another Challenger speedrun tutorial. This week is number 150 and they give us a barbarian to play with. It's a pretty fun one, kind of squishy, but there's certain ways to work around it. And so to get into how the build works, we have the Might of the Earth set, and the 2-piece is pretty nice. So when our spells are on cooldown, our Earthquake and our Leap, the cooldown of those two will get reduced by 1 second for every 30 Fury we spend, which Battle Raise doesn't count towards that because it's not an attack. And I know Earthquake and Seismic Slam don't even have a 30 Fury cost, but it does keep a total count of how much Fury you spend. So if you Seismic Slam a bunch, or any combination of these two, this has a lot longer cooldown. So mostly your Seismic Slam. So basically every other Seismic Slam you do, you'll get 1 second off your Leap and your Earthquake. So that can definitely help Earthquake more for more damage, and Leap to get around the rift really fast. 4-piece for the set improves our Leap, and we'll get the Iron Impact rune for free. So just after we Leap, we get a bunch of armor, which helps with damage reduction. So like I said, there is a couple things to help with how squishy you can be, but as long as you Leap often enough, you'll keep up damage reduction enough that you don't have to worry about it. And you can one-shot everything too, so killing things definitely helps them stop doing damage to you. We also have Band of Might in the cube, so when we Leap, we also get 80% damage reduction for 8 seconds afterwards. So as long as you're leaping frequently, which is pretty low cooldown anyways, and if you get to lower it by Seismic Slamming a bunch, it's pretty nice. And then the 6-piece for the set, just flat out 20,000% increased damage for our Earthquake, Leap, and Seismic Slam. You don't have to do them in any certain order, just they all get a big damage boost. But we do have Simplicity Strength, which increases our Seismic Slam damage, so that's going to be our main damage source. Earthquake still does a bunch of damage, and when we do Seismic Slam, we have Girdle of Giants Belt. It'll increase our Earthquake damage, and they do give us the rune also for Leap. We get a free Earthquake whenever we Leap at the point of impact. Oh, and another way that Leap helps with damage reduction is it right where you land, it stuns enemies around. And with Ancient Parthan Defenders, we get 12% damage reduction for every stunned enemy within 25 yards. So if you stun people with that, it's even more damage reduction. And then we do have Furnace in the cube, just damage against elites, and Fury of the Banished Peak will just increase our Seismic Slam damage even more and reduce the Fury cost. And we don't have a Fury problem at all with this build. Oh, and one little trick you can do, it actually does keep track of how much Fury you have when you go into the Rift. I can show you, like if you go in, if I spend it all now, and then go into the Rift, you'll start with 0. But if here you let it build up, or, Threatening Shout to generate Fury, you can actually just go into the Rift with full Fury and not have to worry about, doing Battle Rage right off the bat, or being able to pay for Earthquake and Seismic Slam right away. So that's one little tip. And so for our spells, we have Battle Rage. The more enemies around us, the higher crit chance we get. And it lasts 2 minutes, so you don't have to do it very often. Honestly, you could do it twice, because the Rift doesn't take super long, so just wait for it to get almost all the way down and refresh it. And so you don't have to cast it very often. We have Threatening Shout, which does generate Fury for us, and just all enemies we hit with it take increased damage, so you can use it as much as you want, but make sure to use it on elites. Save it when you learn where the elites are. Make sure you save it for the elites just to kill them even faster. Earthquake does damage and then damage over time, and again, if we Seismic Slam, it'll increase Earthquake damage. We have Wrath of the Berserker. 2-minute cooldown can get reduced, but and we do get a Channeling Pylon partway, or pretty soon into the start, but that just gives us a big damage boost while it's active. And Seismic Slam just big cone AoE, so that's what main damage source, and just trash clearing, killing everything as we're walking through, running through the Rift. And then we have our Leap, big ol' Leap, Earthquake at impact, stuns people, and that's about it for how the build works. So now we can get into the Rift, and I'll show you the route I take, what elites I kill, especially on the 3rd floor. I'll show you what walls I jump over just to save some time taking some shortcuts. So we'll just get into it. So right away, oh, here, I guess I'll restart so I can show you. At least I'm pretty sure it's how it works. If you don't have any Fury, go into the Rift, you'll actually start with 0. Or you'll start with what you have, see? Because usually it gives you maximum resource when you start with other classes. But now, if we let our Fury build up and then go into the Rift, it'll, since you go in with what you have here, you can just let it build up first, threatening shout again. So now if we go into the Rift, full Fury to start. So just right away, Battle Rage, Wrath Berserker, leap in, and start Seismic Slamming. Just leap on to the elites, threatening shout them, make them take extra damage, and then that's pretty much all you have to do the whole rest. Channeling Pylon, so now we can leap even more. And there's another set of elites right here. These ones can be annoying just because depending on timing, the shields can throw you off depending on, you want to kill things fast, so you hope they're not shielding when you get there. Another elite right there. And then there is a power pylon if you go down at this T right here, but honestly you one-shot everything anyway, so it's not even worth taking the time to run down, pick it up, and then go up. Just as soon as you get down to this T, start heading up. And then there's flyers right here, which I already messed it up, but they can be annoying and run away from each other, like spread out like that one did. So the instant you get up to them, try to leap on them to stun them so they can't fly away from each other so you can kill them all at once. That's definitely helpful, because yeah, if they're flying around and you have to kill each one separately, that just takes way too much time and already throws you off, if you're trying to set records. One more elite up here in the corner, don't miss him, and then we'll head the floor too. We can leap once here, and now don't leap. Yeah, if you get to this hallway and have leap, use it once, but once you get down the stairs to where enemies are and it comes active again, try not to use it because there's another set of flying elites, and it's helpful if you can stun them so they can't, there's no chance for them to fly away, because especially if you happen to fear them too, they'll just fly way off over here sometimes, and it just takes way too long to track them down. So just try to leap on them, stun them, and that just prevents any chance for them to take way too long to kill. And then grab the shield pylon, it's right on our way. Leap if it's available. And then here, even if leap becomes available, don't use it quite yet. We don't have to wait too long. Get into this room, and then jump over this wall. A leap pack right here. Pretty much just seismic slam, and as we're going to kill as much trash as possible. Another elite pack just right next to that one. Kill them really quick, and just keep seismic slamming, killing trash, and also, again, the more fury we're spending, the more it lowers our cooldown for leap anyways. And then yeah, if you save your leap till you get to this corner, that saves you a lot of time from having to go around this big loop up there. So just hop this corner and head down this way, and then here we'll go down, not up, and then we're going to leap here. There's a set of elites, but you have to make sure you break this door or else you won't be able to leap over this wall. And these elites can be pretty annoying if you don't kill them fast enough, or just depending on how lucky you are, because they can wall you in and they can totally block the door, make it take 5 seconds too long, and it's really annoying. So just try to jump over this wall, stun them, and then kill them as fast as possible so they don't even get their walls up. And break down this door, and then just keep running. And then if you have Earthquake available at this point, don't use it. We're close enough on progress. That way it has a long enough cooldown. We want to make sure we save this for the Rift Guardian. Just, want all of our cooldowns available when he comes up so we can kill him as fast as possible. We can leap here, and then just as you're walking through, just keep seismic slamming to kill things along the way. And then here you can kind of jump in this doorway up here and try to stun these guys. And then there's one more if you don't get enough progress there, there's another set of blues right here you can kill, and then that should definitely give you the progress you need to finish, get up to 100%, spawn the Rift Guardian. Okay, Rift Guardian, leap, earthquake, threatening shout, and then just seismic slam him to death. Dies really quick, and if you do it better than me, I use my Wrath of the Berserker way too close to getting to the Rift Guardian, because if you have this available when he comes up, you can kill him in less than a second. He just disappears. So yeah, try to save all your cooldowns for when the Rift Guardian comes out. And that's about it for how the challenge rift works, how I go through, showed you the shortcuts I take on the third floor, and hopefully that was helpful. Still got rank 1, got a decent 4.5 second lead. Hopefully I can keep it, or at the very least, take back the lead if someone does best me. But hopefully that was helpful for you guys, and I'll see you guys next week.